Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions, let's look at the news first in Global, then in JP. And this works out today because we got the notices for Global, but we got the update for JP, so we can look at that in more detail. But let's look at Global first. I guess we can go down here from the bottom. But new story. I hope you're all enjoying the story. I am. And then there is a very good farming quest in Chapter 12, Scene 3. So once we get that, I'll put up a video about that. It's very nice. Next is the Siren raid. Weak to water. No, it is water element, weak to lightning, and then missile attacks. I made a previous video about previews for the raids, which characters you can use in there, so you can look in that. Of course, you can use Federica or Nivlu or really any projectile attacker. They would be just fine in there. And then the rare raid boss, Ice Element, weak to magic attacks. Again, magic does not chain, so you will be just chaining the element. For this one in JP, people could use the Summer Kiton, but that's not going to be an option here. But I would highly recommend Luasa. I mean, you can use like Rain or Yashutara or people like that. But Luasa, she's got the 4-hit attack. When I joined Hard Rooms in JP, I got in about 70% of the time. She's not a magic attacker, but I could help build the chain, so that was useful there. And you can get the Elven Cloak. This is one of my favorite accessories that I have not crafted yet. You can make the dodge version. You'll get 20 base dodge, I think it was, and then also give you pierce resistance. It's an accessory and anybody can equip it, so very nice accessory there. Okay, weekly campaigns. This is very interesting. Lunar New Year. But login bonus, we get some Ox medals. That's interesting. This did not appear in JP for those keeping track. And you can turn in the Ox medals for training materials or equipment training materials. We'll have to see what that is. Challenge missions to get more stuff. This is kind of encouraging, this Lunar New Year celebration. Maybe there will be some global exclusive units or vision cards or something. They did something similar to that for Brave Exvius in years past. But if you look at the schedule, there's a lot of time in between now and middle to late March, which is when the first anniversary will be. And so I was wondering like what they're going to put in there to fill the time. And yeah, Lunar New Year, a global exclusive. That might be a good way to fill that time. Okay, and then new vision card. This came out like a week or two after Halloween Leela, but this is very delayed in global. Because Leela was released very early. But the card, very good for her. Let's see, magic attack up, accuracy up, and then a personal ability luck up. That will help with evade. And then wind type units will get magic up. That's another personal ability. And yet another personal ability, wind type units with mace equipable main jobs, so Halloween Leela. Also get the magic attack resistance penetration and then evasion up, so that's perfect for her. I think if you have Halloween Leela, you definitely want to get this. The Esper is okay. You can use it to raise your magic, your critical damage, and then your wind attack. So it's kind of a specialized Esper, kind of like Leviathan or something. It's not going to be one of the top priorities, but again, if you are using a wind unit, you can use that. Okay, here's an MR card. This is good for Durando. This is a strange card because I think after this banner ends, it doesn't appear in the regular Hatcher, so it's kind of a limited card. But you can save up 500 of the Mog medals and then turn it in for the card. So far there's only 2 of these in JP, so these are kind of unusual. Acquired AP up, critical hit rate up, fine. Durando gets some stuff, fine. I don't know if anybody's going to get that. And looks like maybe Typhon will get the bingo board as well. If that becomes a regular thing in Global, that would be a big leg up. It can be difficult to max vision cards. More special treatment for Global. Okay, and I think that'll do it for global. Let's move over to JP. Okay, I think I've talked about everything up to Helena, so let's start from here. Here is a Valentine's Day raid starting today. And the normal raid boss is this red iron giant looking guy. He is light element, weak to magic. Again, magic does not chain, so we can use any dark attacks. I'm using like Garble. Helena is a... I'll just show you the team later. And then there's a rare raid boss, the chocolate pudding. I love that they're doing puddings every time. But water element, and then weak to the projectile. So that's actually the same as a Siren, so I'll probably join people's teams with Federica. She's a bonus unit as well. And then you can craft the... what was it? The chocolate pudding earrings or something? And I think the earrings, if you get the +5, they'll raise your max HP for the first 3 turns of battle. That could be cool for like a Drain Force build, but I don't know how much I'm going to need to use that. Okay, and I think this is the final part of the interlude. This will take place between Season 1 and Season 2 of the story. And Orodoa, she has a big part in it, so I'm enjoying that very much. Okay, and then today EX jobs, Mashiri, Ramada, and Miche. Miche is pretty funny. He got improvements to his Toad and Bio, and I think it's just like the range. But he also gets a new attack, which is very long range, a little bit of AoE, and then will have the CT gauge, and also has a 100% hit chance, so that's a very interesting support skill. Ramana, she gets stuff like Hide, Dispel, interesting support stuff there too. I saw one person take her to 120 immediately because he's a big Ramana fan, and she got over 6,000 HP and over 1,000 attacks, so yeah, I said this before, but they're doing right by the MRs when you take them to the EX job. And then Mashiri, she becomes more of a magic attacker, and then she gets some like defense and spirit self buffs. Some of that comes from the anti-calamity that will add some defensive stuff to her. Also, I think her spirit up support ability will also give her some stuff. And then her level 120 attack is another ranged light element magic attack with 100% hit. Which is what she was missing because of the lack of Holy, so she looks interesting, but I don't know if I'm going to awaken her quite yet. There's no rush on that. Okay, the new vision card, Carbuncle, that's very exciting. Let's see, party ability, light units only, projectile resistance up, spirit up, and then defense break resistance up. And then personal ability, again, light units only, magic up, defense up, and evade down. Kind of an interesting combination of abilities, and doesn't seem super necessary. It's not like a Helena counter. But we get to the summon. This will cast Reflect on your guys, and this is the first time that Reflect is available here. But it'll be good for one spell, and then it will wear off. And then at the end of the video, I'll look at some spells and see which can be reflected or not. But yeah, there's a new icon there if it can be reflected. Okay, more raid boss stuff. I think that's the same as before. Oh, return of Valentine, this artwork from last year. I wonder if I want to get that UR card to raise the luck. Because maybe I would like to make an evade party every now and then. Login bonus. Daily missions. Oh, during this time period, it looks like about a week, you can do the gill snappers infinitely, no matter what day. So I will probably do that. Very low on gill, because I've been making EX job units and then raising skills for guys. And then Carbuncle, there's the regular Hatcher. There's the 5 step up. And then this one, you can pull, you'll get 5 UR vision cards, and then Carbuncle will be in there. That might be interesting, because it might be interesting just to get the Esper and then forget about the vision card, so you could use Reflect. I might want to do that later. Okay, other hatchers, whatever. Let's see, what's this? Oh, Diablos and Bomb. They will get the 3-star awakening, so I need to play those. And then if you raise Diablos to a 3-star, he will lose his light weakness, so that's kind of cool. And then, let's see, there's a daily shop. I wanted to buy the one today for 40 select shards for females only, but Helena's not included. It includes everybody up to people that were released until her, so I'm going to skip that. Okay. And then the next live stream is scheduled. This will be the next Sunday, the 13th. Chances are they will announce a new collaboration, so that might explain why there are no EX job units for that week. And then they will do PvP during that live stream. Should be fun. And I think that's it for that there. Alright, so I'll show you my team for the raid. I don't know how hard I'm going to go on the raid, because I don't know if I want the craftable thing. I could work on the platinum helmet, that might be nice. But yeah, this is my team. Helena, she's there for the bonus. Garble, he can do a 2-hit magic attack, good for chaining. Stern, he can do the Anton. This boss is strong against Slash, so I don't know if I want to use Slash attackers in here. And then Sasayaki's in there. I'll probably change her out for somebody else. Maybe Jiza or somebody. Okay, finally, let's look at which spells can be reflected. We'll go here first to Shidama. She is a red mage, and then a power word and green mage. So that's kind of a nice mix. Okay, so Thundara we can see here. That has the icon. That can be reflected. Cura cannot, although you can't cast it on enemies anyway. Resist Break cannot be reflected. This is a physical attack scaled attack. Jammer Thrust, that can be reflected. That's pretty big. And then we have more Red Mage. Sleep, that can be reflected. And then more power word skills. Yeah, Reflect, 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 Reflect. And then Green Mage, here is a Deep Protect, that Imperil. That will be reflected. So will Ruin, and then De-Shell, so yeah. And let's see, what else we got? Sakura here, let's look at her spells. She's also got the Power Word and Red Mage, so we'll just look at Mysidia, but yeah. Lightning Bolt, thing, other thing, big thing, yeah. And Limit Break. Okay, Limit Break cannot be reflected, so that's something. This is, all of Garble's stuff. His can be reflected. I already looked at that earlier. But Howlet, let's check out Howlet. His Rune Knight skills cannot be reflected, even if they are magic attacks, magic scaled, so very interesting. A lot of people are saying that Evade is going to be really good, with Reflect being more popular, because Holy, that's another spell that will be reflected. Also Flare and stuff will be reflected, Calculator skills will be reflected, Drain will not, so that's a bonus for the Black Mages out there. But yeah, very interesting. But yeah, people were losing their minds about the Carbuncle. About Reflect, because they were like, oh no, Helena, she's obsolete now. And I'm like, come on. For one thing, it's difficult to get an Esper out quickly, especially in a short PvP. And then it also only works one time. So yeah, I wouldn't stress too much about this. Let me know when a character can put Reflect on anybody, or if there's like a Trustmaster that can do that. That will be more worrying, I think. Okay, I think that'll do it for the news in both versions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.